am PM Kester, and welcome to the How to Take a Break podcast. This is a wellness-centered podcast presented by PM Kester Enterprises that examines the different types of breaks people take and why you need to incorporate breaks into your life. Let's start the episode. Hello, and welcome to Season 4 of How to Take a Break, the podcast. I don't know, in my feelings. I'm full of feelings because who knew when I started this in 2019 that I would be here starting a 4th season of this podcast. I've grown in so many ways. I've listened to some old episodes. I've seen kind of like how my voice has changed as I gain confidence in this medium. I have acquired so many podcasting and social media friends from just sharing different ways that everyone can take a little time to take a break. So I am so thankful and so grateful to be here on this journey and doing this with you, and hopefully inspiring and helping some of you along the way, because I often tell you that a lot of times the episodes are for me. I am talking to myself, encouraging myself. So I'm so happy that others take so much from this. Being that this is the kickoff to a new season, y'all know what we're doing. It's the holiday season. So we are here for part 4 of how to take a break during the holidays. So the holidays are a stressful time for many people. They are a sad time, a lonely time. And if you go back through each season, you see that I do this episode because of all those reasons. I think that with this wave of emotions that people feel as we approach the holidays, the stress, sadness, loneliness, things of that nature, it is so important that you find ways to take a break, to dial into your emotions and deal with some of the things that you face each holiday season. So I offer up some breakaways, and that is what we're doing this year. And I'm just going to get into it. For 3 breakaways for taking a break during the holidays. Breakaway number 1, say no to what doesn't feel good. Say no to what doesn't feel good. One of the best breaks I ever learned to take was to take a break to stand firmly in my no. And it really started when I had my yes season, which is my intention a couple of years ago. And what that season really taught was really the saying yes to myself and the no to all these things that brought me discomfort, the no to things that would have found me people pleasing and things of that nature. And I think as we get into the holiday season, it's so important to understand that, to walk in that it's okay to not go along to get along with everything. It's okay to say no to what doesn't feel good to you. No, I don't want to stay at Aunt Bertha's house because I don't know how Aunt Bertha makes me feel. She can be kind of passive aggressive when I'm there. I would rather just go there for dinner, but maybe stay in a hotel. Or I don't want to travel to be with the family this year because some stuff has went down. And I don't feel like people throwing things in my face. I don't feel like being made uncomfortable. I don't feel like being picked on because I'm in a fragile place. It's okay to say no to what doesn't feel good during this season. Another no. I think the podcast is called Listen to Your Single Friend, and she's always posting up these relationship memes and good relationship advice. And this is cuddle season. This is spin the block season, right? Because it's getting cold. People getting lonely. Again, I told you about that. The holidays bring up so many emotions. So it's okay to say no to what doesn't feel good. If someone tries to come back into your life and you know that that person was not an agent of change, it's okay to say no, even though you feel lonely, even though you miss that person, or that person seems sad, or that person seems like they're going through something. It's okay to say no and be like, I just don't feel like we should hang out at this time. No, no, thank you. So that's breakaway number one. Say no to what doesn't feel good. Breakaway number two, make a plan that fits your needs. See, we already talked about it, right? When we said we're going to say no to staying with Aunt Sally, Aunt Becky, Aunt Keisha, Grandma Joe, and all of them. And then we make a plan to stay elsewhere. Let's go deeper into that. Make a plan that fits your needs. If you know that Thanksgiving and Christmas are not your things, because that is the holiday season, write down what your ideal holiday situation looks like. It might be that you start making a plan where the week of Thanksgiving, you are sitting on the beach in Miami, or you're sitting in a cabin for a couple of days for Christmas. I don't know, in Denver. It seems like someplace cold and snowy, right? But that's your plan. Or your plan might be that you host a Friendsgiving and you kick off your holiday season with the Friendsgiving on the Saturday before Thanksgiving, because on the Wednesday and Thursday of that Thanksgiving week, you're going to be in the Ritz-Carlton for self-care Thanksgiving, where you're going to order room service and sit in your hotel room and watch Hallmark Channel movies. That might be your plan. That might be answering what you need at this time. Your plan may also be, all right, I'm only able to mentally deal with my family for a day. So your plan might be to fly in on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, stay with family for that night, Thanksgiving night. You might be you renting a car and driving to the next city and just staying there and hanging out for a couple of days, or getting back on the plane and going home, or getting back in the car and driving home. But that's your plan. And you need to map that out before you get into the events, because it makes it that much stronger when you have to go back to number one and say your no to what doesn't feel good, if you already have a plan in place. And then you won't stress about it. You'll feel comfortable because you'll know if someone like, oh, what are you going to do? Oh, well, I'm going to stay over here. Or I'm actually not feeling it, so I've decided to take some time for myself. So make a plan that fits your needs. Number three, the final one, put self-care routines in place that can transition you into the holiday season. I am not a big holiday person. If you listen to the first part of this, I talked about being divorced and going through my divorce and separation during the holiday season and experiencing that loneliness after so many years. So I already know that with that, family issues that have always come up to me during the holidays, stuff that I'm dealing with this year with work stress and relationship stuff and things like that, that I already knew holidays, we're not good. So during the month of November, the very beginning of November, November 1st, I put myself on a 30-day yoga and meditation plan. And I did that on purpose so that by the time I got to Thanksgiving, I would have some type of routine in place that would have me in a calm and relaxed state. For you, you might need to start your self-care plan in halfway through October, but something that you can put in place, some type of self-care routine, where maybe you take walks, you start eating healthier, you start getting like massages so you can be working on releasing that tension, but some type of self-care routine that you put in place so you can easily transition into the holiday season and help you not have all of that stress built up. All right, I'm going to go through these 3 breakaways one more time. All right, breakaway number 1, say no to what doesn't feel good. Breakaway number 2, make a plan that fits your needs. And breakaway number 3, put self-care routines in place that can transition you into the holiday season. Please drop a comment in any of my social media posts. Email me at thekestergroup@gmail.com and let me know, how are you taking a break during the holidays? What other tips could you add to this list? Or just email me like, girl, that does not work, and here's why. Because I want to hear from you, because we're all learning, growing, and sharing together. Thank you for continuing to rock with me so far. And until next time, happy holidays, and find a little time to take a break. Bye. Thanks for taking a break to listen to the episode. Connect with me at PM Kester, that's KESTER on Instagram, or email the Kester Group at gmail.com. As always, subscribe, rate, and review us on your platform of choice. Until next time, find a little time to take a break. Bye.